The 1920s was an important era, and so much happened during that time.
So how do you think the music and technology was like during the 1920s?
So it was very simple, and there wasn't a lot of, there was a lot of instruments, but not as much technological impact on it.
How do you think the music and technology has changed from the 1920s to now?
I think it's become a lot more advanced, and there's more technology involved in it.
Very much.
You're welcome.
Now to step a little back in time into the 1920s. The 1920s is known as the Jazz Age. From that title, you can guess what music was popular during that time period. If you're thinking jazz music, you're correct. Most of the early jazz music that was played in a steady, repetitive beat known as 4/4 time. Most jazz music is defined by three main elements such as swing, improvisation, and a distinctive voice. Swing is the rhythmic beat, and you can create different grooves by ascending off beats. If you play after the beat, it sounds laid back or soulful. If you play before the beat, it sounds surprising or exciting. Jazz is known as 12 measures of a music per verse. Jazz music expresses the feelings and emotions of the musician, and the musician's voice expresses their emotional state. At first, jazz was called ragtime because of its ragged themes, but by the 1920s, ragtime became known as jazz. I remember when my grandma told me what the 1920s was like. She explained how there was women that were known as flappers, who were known to have bobbed hair, a concealed forehead, flattened chest, waist hidden, hips dyed away, and legs were kept in plain sight. She also explained how cars were just beginning to change the way people live, such as the Model T car. There was also the television that came out starting with just 3 channels and no color. The radio came out with cat whiskers used as antennas, used to transmit information, used for the news, easily made from home material, helped authorities with crime, and indulged teenagers to listen in. She mentioned that buildings were near each other, so services would be close and in reach since transportation was limited. She said the way people spoke in the 1920s compared to now is completely different. Nowadays, we have slang words such as LOL, OMG, TTYL, GTG, and much, much more. There are even unnecessary words such as selfie, twerk, swag, and much more. The 1920s compared to now is completely different. There has been many changes such as fashion, colloquial terminology, transportation, music, technology, and the way we live. Everything has become more advanced through the timeline from the 1920s to this day.